Hello, Bio30s. This is Mr. McKay again. Today we're just doing two questions, but they are the tricky genetic problems. They're encompassing a couple of different scenarios that we have. For this first one, it's a multiple alleles question, where we have S1 is for stripes, S2 is for spots, and S3 is for checkers. That's just checkers. Three different allele possibilities, so it's multiple alleles. Of course, any individual can only have two of those alleles. We also have sex-linked traits, in this case for color blindness. So X capital N is for normal vision, and X lowercase n is for color blindness. It's an X-linked recessive disease. So let's cross a heterozygous spotted. So heterozygous spotted. So to be spotted, you got to have an S2. If it's heterozygous, that means the other allele has to be an S3 because 1 is dominant to 2, which is dominant to 3. To be spotted but heterozygous, got to be S2, S3. If you were spotted homozygous, you'd be S2, S2. If you had any S1s in there, you'd have to be a stripe. So heterozygous spotted S2, S3, and normal visioned female, homozygous normal vision female, homozygous normal vision female, so X big N, X big N, is crossed with a checkered colorblind male. Checkered, the only way to be checkered would be to be homozygous S3s, and colorblind, X little n y. So there's our cross. So we've got a Punnett square with an S. Sorry, let me give myself a little more room here. We've got an S2 X, big N, and an S3 X big N. That's for the female. For the male, we've got an S3 X little n and an S3 Y. Those are the two possibilities. So we've got a 2 by 2. S2, S3, lower number always written first, X big N, X little n. S3, S3, X big N, X little n, S2, S3, X big N, Y, S3, S3, X big N, Y. So let's go through them. The first individual is a female, S2, S3, so she's a spotted female that's a carrier for color blindness. So of the females, I have almost no room here. We've got 1 out of 2 is spotted carrier. The other female, down in the lower left, is S3, S3, so that makes her checkered, also a carrier. So of the females, we've got 1 out of 2 checkered carrier. For the males, this is a male because it's an XY, S2, S3, so for males, we've got 1 out of 2 is spots, but normal visioned. I know that because of the capital N here. And the other male is, so 1 out of 2 males, S3, S3, so that's checkers. And again, normal vision. There you go, problem number 1. Problem number 2, same situation, but now we have red, white, and pink. We've got 3 different potential phenotypes. As soon as you see 3 potential phenotypes, you know it's got to be a co-dominant situation. So your legend, big R represents red, big W represents white. You cannot have lowercase letters. And then we have an RW for pink. That's my phone ringing in the background, but I'm going to ignore it. We also have hemophilia, which we know is a sex-linked trait, so capital big H for hemophilia. Oh, sorry, it's a recessive trait. Capital big H for normal blood. X little h for hemophilia. Now let's cross them. We have a pink-haired Martian. Pink-haired is RW, who's a carrier for hemophilia. We know it must be a female then, because only females can be carriers for sex-linked diseases. Marries a hemophiliac white-haired male. WW for white, and he's a hemophiliac, so it's X little h Y. So now we have to make our Punnett square. From the female, we can have an R. Oh, I did it again. Sorry. We could have an R x big H, or an R x little h, or a W x big H, or a W x little h. For the male, we could have a W x little h, or a W y. Those are my only two possibilities for the male. So we've got a 2 by 4 box Punnett square. So I did R's first. So RWX big H X little h. RWX big H Y. RWX little h X little h. RWX little h Y. WWX big H X little h. WWX big H Y. WWX little h X little h. WWX little h Y. A little bit convoluted here. Let's look at each of them individually. We know this is a female with pink hair, carrier. Female, pink hair, homozygous recessive, so that means they are a hemophiliac. White hair, female carrier. White hair, hemophiliac, both little h's. Now we've got the males in this column. We've got pink hair, normal blood. Pink hair, hemophiliac. White hair, normal blood. White hair, hemophiliac. I'll write those ratios out on the next card so that you can see what all the proper ratios should be for this question. This is a tricky one. That's why it's called tricky questions. So here's the phenotypic ratio. For females, we've got 1/4 pink carrier. 1/4 pink hemophiliac. 1/4 white carrier. 1/4 white hemophiliac. For males, this was the second column, 1/4 pink normal. 1/4 pink hemophiliac. 1/4 white hair, normal blood, and 1/4 white hair, hemophiliac. There we go. That's it for Punnett square type questions. We move on to pedigrees after this. Hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to email me and I'll help you out. Talk to you later. Bye.